apparently it's becoming fun to tease your boy Drizzy Drake, bro. People is enjoying cracking all the jokes, making all the memes. Drake ain't looking good out here right now, bro. So I was like reading this, watching this one video, and they was talking about like Drake's fall off, and I was saying like some of the numbers. You know, he still do his streams and all that kind of stuff. He just got too much music not to, but it ain't what it was. So I was like, yo, is it possible? Did Kendrick Ja Rule Drake, bro? Is Drake out of here?
I don't know where I seen this at, but somebody, and shout out to them who said it. I ain't stealing your quote. Y'all just know that this is not my original quote, but somebody has said that Drake might be Kendrick's Ja Rule. And I don't think that they was wrong with that, because not in the sense of the same thing where Ja's not finna be that popular because 50 is that popular. Not in that sense, but that's the one that's tagged to me. We still talk about Ja and 50. They was on a plane together and didn't say nothing. They asked Ja and him in the interview about it. You know what I'm saying? That's how relevant it still is, because that beef was so major and so popular. And this might be on the same scale of that, as to where, yeah, years from now we'll remember that Kendrick was the one that knocked Drake down, because Drake been in the ring for 10 years and ain't really been knocked down. Even with the Pusha T, he was stumbled a little bit. The ref had to throw the hands up and be like, hey, hold on, you good, but he never really hit the ground. On this Kendrick one, this the first time we seen Drake hit the ground. Now, he can get back up, but he definitely on the ground. And Kendrick is always going to be attached to him for that. So in the sense of him being his Ja Rule, hey, Kendrick might have that notch.
I think he might be Ja Rule, but I'm gonna tell you the angle I'm gonna go with it. One thing that Ja Rule too, was nobody wanted to work with him. When all that went down, everybody was taking the hands-off approach from working with him, which is why when Fat Joe and Jada actually did do a song with him, 50 attacked them too. People were scared to get near him. So Drake right now, there's nobody who wants Drake on the feature. There's nobody's calling Drake line saying, yo, we got this hot joint, come get on there. They're not doing that with Drake right now.
None of us.
No, but I'm saying, that's who have blew Drake up. Migos, hopping on the Migos track when Versace was new. Drake hops on the new. Nobody, Boss Man D-Lo ain't saying Drake hop on my joint.
You got to, my bad for interrupting. You do got a point. None of us is calling though, because he got features from Camila Cabello.
Yeah, but he's not getting the culture.
You're
culture.
Right.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
You're 100%
I ain't saying
right.
Like pop people is different. They'll still do it. But even those songs isn't, you don't hear those all over the place like you typically would. But he's not getting that, and that happened to Ja Rule. Secondly, he's kind of confused on what to put out now. Remember when I'm going to tell you why. When Ja Rule, the whole 50 Cent thing happened, he didn't know if he wanted to put out his typical singing joints. He didn't know if he wanted to go for his street joints. Ja Rule took a break where he really wasn't putting no music out because he didn't really know what kind of music to make because of what 50 was saying. Kendrick gave Drake the same treatment. He gave him the treatment, you a colonizer, you know what I'm saying? You weird, you a PD, you know what I'm saying? You doing all of these different things. Now Drake, how do I make a song for the ladies? Okay, if I make like a hood song, then I'm colonizing. Like he got him in the same boat. Drake don't even know what to drop, bro. What does Drake drop that's not gonna have people still like, oh nah, bro, you sound like such and such. So he created that narrative. And like most importantly, what does Drake do next? Ja Rule, that's what the whole Chappelle show. What would Ja Rule do? It's like, what would Drake do? Like, nobody asking right now, like, what would Drake do? Only thing I think Drake can do to try to keep his head above water, to actually get off the ground, because I agree, he's definitely on the ground, if he's smart, is he needs to go do acting. Get out of this, bro. Go be an actor. Then I see him with 50 Cent, and I'm like, he's smart. He's smart. If he can get on one of them power shows or one of these spinoffs or something, that'll get him, I'm telling you, that'll get him off the ground. Then when he come back and do music, people might listen, bro. I just gave Drake the game, bro.
Low-key, you might not be wrong, yo. I thought about him acting, but then I'm like, what would he do and would people accept it? But you right, man. If he switch over, I'm talking about he got to have a wild incredible role in Power,
some great
BMF, something great.
He got to be Breeze.
And I'm
all
talking
the
about,
Power fans know who I'm talking about. If Drake was Breeze and actually killed the role, it'll get him off the ground.
But hold on. I don't even want. Do it got to be something like consistent? Can he just do something dope to where 1 or 2 episodes?
Nah.
You talking about he got to
get off the ground, bro.
All right.
Right now, ain't nobody necessarily because look, when he get off the ground, he's off the ground.
But then what if you commit to that and he get off and then people still clown him and be like, look at him out here being a fake gangster again.
But he acting. And if the character dope, you gonna get over that. Look how many people hated Tyreek. I ain't watching no show with Tyreek. He did that to Ghost, man. I ain't watching that show. Now everybody watch it and people mad that this the last season. If you do a good job with the role, bro, you gonna be able to cook. And you're gonna get off the ground. And once you get off the ground, you might just continue acting. Or go ahead and do a couple songs. Do a song with 50. I'm trying to give you the game, bro.
That's wild, man. I don't disagree with the
two pettiest rappers in the game.
Only because if he do kill an acting role, it'll be good. I'm not sure if it'll be a one with a 50 Cent role, because if you get clowned for being fake of the culture, do you want to go out and be fake gangster again? But acting might be the way. Didn't he? He did something comedic in some sense.
He did Saturday Night Live and was funny. Saturday Night Live,
right?
He was
that's
funny
what I'm saying. He did something in that, but wasn't he? Wasn't it a movie or something he was in? Or am I tripping? I might be thinking of why am I thinking of The Rock and Be Cool for some reason? But Drake was. I feel like he played a comedic role or in one of them Will Ferrell movies or something. One that he played
a couple slight roles with comedic.
So if he do something like that, do more like that, maybe not even a long stand movie, but I think if he do more so something comedy wise to where people could laugh at him again.
No.
And if he make fun of himself,
that's one half of it. He got to do that too.
Yeah,
he got to do that too. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you saying so? You basically
got to get off the ground for the culture.
Right.
For the hip hop culture, if you go do a power and you kill your character, they're gonna eventually be like, I ain't gonna lie, man, Drake is kind of nice on that power. Now you gonna do your comedy stuff over here for the Saturday Night Live type people, that kind of people. Then they're gonna go back to saying Drake is funny. I like Drake. If you can get into acting and pull that off on both sides of the spectrum, you're off the ground, bro. People gonna forget. They ain't gonna forget, but like, they gonna be like, whatever. Then get married, bro. Then get married, Drake. You're good, bro. It's like presidential. It's like the presidential thing, bro. You have to get married, bro.
Kill all the narratives.
Get married, bro.
I was acting, and now I'm married.
Yep.
What you gonna say now?
Yep. And I got my son right here next to me. Be a good dad too, Drake.
Man.
I'm trying to put you back in the game, Drake. That's all it is, bro.
But nah, that ain't bad though. It is wild for him shutting down shows in Toronto. Like, it's a dangerous game to be playing if that's the game that's being played. But it is kind of funny to be like, nah, y'all can't do no shows over here. And then 50 Cent go out there, and then him next to 50, like, nah, we cool. 50 has always supported him and been cool though. So for 50 to be pretty, I guess what people would consider a bully, he does kind of almost stay pretty neutral, because it ain't no way that he can't go to California because he took a picture with Drake. But they also both don't, him and Kendrick, and Drake don't like Rick Ross. So it's like, enemy of my enemy is my friend. Bro? Like, yeah.
Because shout out to 50, man. 50's always been one of my favorite rappers. He's like one of my personal favorite rappers. Like, people. Like, I put him in like the Tupac category. Like,
yeah, me too. I rock with 50
I like Fifth. But
it's a lot more than I thought I did.
I don't think Fifth a bully at all, bro. Fifth is just not fake, bro. If he rock with you, he be having your back. Look at all the beefs. The people he be helping out. He was helping Buck. He was helping Omari when he's talking about he was getting paid this. Hardwick. He already came on and said one time, he was short on some money and 50 just gave him some bread. Like, he said that in the interview. 50 always looking out for people, and then what happens is,
but then when I needed my money, when he needed his money back, he outed me on Instagram.
No, it don't even be that, bro. You got I know the kind of person Fifth is, because I feel like I'm a similar person.
I'm just joking.
What it is I give you the money, I ain't tweaking on you.
Yeah.
Then you have the nerve to go do something against me in public or behind this, whatever. You go do something against me after I done looked out for you. All right, cool. I'm putting you in this list now. Like, I'm the same way, bro.
But-
Once you cross me, it's like you're not gonna be able to cross that line again. Like, that's why I don't like
I do
when people
feel
get
like
mad.
with the-
Don't talk to me. Go
Real
chill
quick-
out. Go calm down, because once you're upset and you do something, it's gonna be consequences. And you might not like 50 consequences, but he's always reacting for the most
you
part.
don't get to tell him how to react.
Exactly.
So I do get that. I'm with that 100%. But it's with Omari Hardwick. I think that most of the negotiations and stuff and all that came with stars. I really don't think that 50 is a person that they was saying like you control who get paid, whatever. But Omari could have said 50 looked out, 50 did this, shout out to 50, it's not about him, but Stars wasn't. Because
And he
50
didn't
said
do
stuff
that.
about Stars.
Exactly.
So you could have said Stars wouldn't, we
Specify
couldn't
it.
come to
Specify it.
Because
Because people
if
know-
your man's looked out for you,
It's not
let
even
people
that.
know that
When a
type
person
stuff.
think of power, they think that's 50 Cent show. So
Yeah.
when you say Power did this to me or Power didn't give me this, that's associated with 50. Specify that. Hey, 50 looked out for me. Stars didn't want to compensate me the way I felt I should have been compensated. 50 wouldn't have said nothing. But when you say Power, that's associated. It's like you saying I'm almost joking podcast.
everybody think 50 Cent.
You're gonna think Quis
The
and Craig.
first person you're not gonna go to old girl Kemp. What's her name?
You ain't going to.
You ain't going to her.
You ain't going to her. You ain't. What's her, I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah, it's something.
Courtney
Kemp.
Kemp.
Courtney Kemp.
But you're not going to Courtney Kemp. You ain't even saying her name. When somebody says, only the real show people know Courtney Kemp is the showrunner. But when you say Power, the average person thinks 50 Cent.
Yep.
Just like if you say Great and Scale React, they're going to say Quis and Craig.
Yep.
There's no way to get away from it. You better specify who you talking about.
That's
Say
why
T the
we.
GOAT.
That's why we always say T
Blame
the goat.
T the GOAT.
That's why we always say T the goat. So y'all know who else to blame. He not going unscathed.
He a part of this too. Blame T the GOAT, or we
real.
going to take it personal.
Hey, shout out my boy Quentin, man. He in here. Hey, happy belated, fam. I seen that too. Glad you had a great one. And shout out to Tracy too. Congrats on the new job. I seen you post that earlier. So shout out to you. Glad you made it. And my cousin, he here. He right in the back over there. He listening.
He in the building.
Yeah, he chilling. He good.